And hello everyone, I'm Breor, welcome back to Goodgame Empire, and to my series 0 to Hero, in which I shall be leveling up to 70 on the United Kingdom server. Also, happy 4th of July to you. If you hear any noises in the background of the video, just know that my neighbors are celebrating the holiday with some fireworks. No, I am not trapped in a war zone. Thank you for your concern. I am okay. Anyways guys, today's video is going to be on the topic of low-level PvP. As you can see up here in the top of the screen, I have over 2,000 troops, and they are eating all of my food very quickly. Even though my storehouse is almost full of food, it will still be less than 2 hours before all of my troops starve, or really almost all of my troops, because my food production is so low. That is just how it is for low-level players, and if you earn some troops from events like I have, you're going to have to either starve them or attack some players. Now the difference, of course, is if you attack players, you could be turning your troops into glory points and other valuable things, whereas if they starve, you really don't get anything from that. So I've already found and spied a target here on the world map. I discovered that it's actually rather difficult to find targets nowadays. I have been participating in the server war for so long, I've sort of forgotten how difficult that was to do, but my target here is a level 50 player, and she has chosen to defend only one flank. Normally this would be a fairly good option, but it is going to be crippled by two factors. First, my opponent has a Castellan that is not particularly good. As you can see, it is plus 30% melee, plus 18% ranged, and second, my opponent is not using the best ruby tools available. So that means that I'll be able to hammer that flank and hopefully win all three sections. My commander, unfortunately, is not much better than my opponent's Castellan, and that is because I just started playing yesterday, and obviously I haven't had much time to find gear, and so yeah, that's my excuse. But anyways, I'm going to start with this attack by coming over to the flank that my opponent is defending and adding in some ruby mantlets. I believe the number necessary to bring the strength of the ranged defenders down to 0, as usual, is going to be 15. Yes, that looks to be about it. And the reason that I would bring it to 0 is now I will be able to add in some ladders and then some ranged attackers, and hopefully that will do the most damage. That is definitely the setup I like to do for both PvP and NPC attacks when possible. So the wall bonus to my opponent's defenses is plus 126, so I will be able to use 13 wooden ladders here to bring that down to 0 as well, and then I believe I have enough demons to fill in with demons, at least on the first wave I can see, but hopefully on the second wave as well. These demons were earned from events, and I believe that any player should be able to get them as well if you just put in a little effort or join a alliance that could put in a little effort on your behalf. So I think that even low-level PvP can and should be done with strong troops. Let's go ahead now and take a look at the Courtyard Troops here. The Scout of the Kingsguard will be weak against melee attackers, so that is what I will add to the open sections here if I have enough. More demons there going right in for us. They will be very effective in the courtyard, and I will also add some forest troops as well. Now these forest troops come in two variants. Some are weak, some are strong. Obviously the strong ones are all placed at the top. I'm sure they have a special name as well, but it looks like I will hopefully have enough to fill in with all melee. Maybe not. I'll just add some ranged as well. At least in that way I can have a full attack. Now some players might not like to add tools to the other sections of their attack if they can help it, because of course if I lose, then all of my tools, whether they are expended or not on the wall, will not come home. But I'm going to go ahead and fill in with at least wooden tools and maybe some low-level ruby mantlets as well, because if my opponent is supported and is able to change around her defense, she could really do some damage if I didn't have any tools there. Hopefully my tools will discourage her from defending in the center, as obviously that's where I am sending the majority of my troops, and if there are enough tools there as well, that will be difficult to fend off. Alright guys, this attack looks pretty good. Gonna go ahead and add a speed wing to this and send it right out. Now in the interim between when the attack lands and when the attack was sent, I'd like to show you guys some cool things that I did earlier, including at least this archived report. It was an attack defeat, but it was something that I am hoping to emulate. Now, I attacked with 520 troops, and I killed over 1,000 of this guys, so it was a pretty effective attack. I got over 2,000 glory, which is really good for low level players, and that will help me to win the current nobility contest, which is all about earning glory. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the details for this report. Unfortunately, they are obscured because I lost. The game used to show you the details even if you did lose, but I guess it is a security thing, and now they will do so no longer. That's too bad, but I did make it to the courtyard and cause plenty of casualties nonetheless. Alright guys, the attack just landed, and there are some good things going on now. I have earned enough glory apparently to get a new glory title, and also some achievements just popped up, so I know that the report was a good one. Also indicative of a good report is the fact that some of my troops are returning, so let's go ahead into the messages now and actually take a look at the details. It looks like I lost 72 troops, yet I caused almost 700 casualties, so that is a very good report indeed. Take a look at the glory there, almost 2,000, so not as good as the first report, but still a very good battle nonetheless. It looks like I was able to break through my opponent's wall defenses on the first wave, which is actually somewhat surprising. But there you go guys, there is a good look at this report. I hope you enjoyed the attack. I'm now going to show you some Castell in action. So I am actually going to have a good opportunity now to upgrade the 4 pieces I earned from the spring event just recently. Because I am a low-level player and don't really have as many coins as I would like to at this point, I'm only going to do, I think, 2 upgrades at a time to start. Drop in 2 for the dagger there. Also try to do 2 for this here artifact, and I will just do 2 on all of the pieces before I move on. Obviously, as you keep hitting the button, upgrades get more expensive and also less likely to be successful. So really, the first upgrades are very worth it because it's a 100% chance of success, and beyond that, not so much. So this Castellan here is once again the set for the spring seasonal event, and this is not the same set that level 70 players get, and it will not make a 90-90, but it is still a very good set to have. It is also a good boost to my might points. As you can see, I have almost 23,000 now, which I believe is going to put me in the top 50 at least for players of my level bracket. So I'm actually able to get in more upgrades than I thought here, just cycling around the different pieces and clicking the improve button as I can. So that seems good for now guys. Let's go ahead and run down through the actual stats on this commander so far. So as you can see, it is about 70-70 in terms of combat strength, but you're also going to get some other interesting benefits such as wall protection, moat protection, hopefully early detection as well. But once again guys, that is a quick look at that Castellan. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, a thumbs up, and I also wanted to say right at the end that please don't disturb the player I was attacking in this video. I don't have anything against her personally, and I would hate for my audience to do that. Thanks for watching guys, and I will catch you next time.